This radio show might make you cry, will probably make you angry, will most assuredly make you laugh, and is guaranteed to make you think. 3-6 Nation Radio, where no topic is too hot, no take is too cold, with Monica Livingston and Shawn Parker. 3-6 Nation Radio, in 3, 2, 1.
Happy Thursday. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to 3-6 Nation Radio. I am Monica D. Livingston, founder and leader of the 36nation.com and 3-6 Nation Radio. Flying solo today. My main man, Shawn William Parker, the main event voice, is working his voice at George Washington University today. So I didn't get lonely up here. I got my old buddy right here, my man, Ken. Ken. Get it? Man, a kid. Anyway, it's really tough without a studio audience. But anyway, I hope you guys got that. Happy Thursday. We've got an awesome lineup for you today. We've got Ivan Inspired. Ivan just came in the building. Say, hey, Ivan. Ivan's in the building. He's going to do his rant thing. We've got Sadiq Ali from Millionaire Manners. He's going to talk about his organization, his latest book, and he probably will talk about all of his books. So I'm excited. I've been trying to get this brother to, drop some words of wisdom on us for a very long time, and he's going to call in. He couldn't make it from Baltimore today, but he's been doing some fabulous things, so I'm super excited about that so that we can, of course, let you know what's going on in the community. And we got the return of the funny man, Phil Maxwell, or as we like to call him around here, the only black guy in North Dakota. So Phil's going to call in. We'll talk to him. We've got news. And then we've got a boxing superstar. Shaka Williams, ranked 7th in the nation, is joining us today. And he's going to put on his gloves and mitts. And I think he's going to try to knock Ivan out. Ivan said he would volunteer, but he didn't know what he was volunteering for. Maybe he'll teach me a couple things. I got a little jab. So we're going to do that. So it's going to be a great show. If you're listening or watching, call in. Say hello, especially my people in the Philippines. I love you guys. I see the numbers each and every week. I'm killing it in the Philippines. We have to do a live show from the Philippines soon. But call in, tweet us. The call-in number is 203-580-3636. Tweet us, hit us on Facebook. Social media links are Facebook, 36 Nation, Instagram, @3_6_nation, and the 3 and the 6 are nation are spelled out. Twitter, @36 Nation. If you can't remember that number and you're a friend, you already have my cell phone number, call that also, 703-898-2754. We'll be right back with news after a word from our sponsor, the Crystal City Sports Pub. This is 3-6 Nation Radio.
It's Shawn Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com.
So I want to talk about this teacher, and I want you guys to kind of weigh in on this. She said that not the teacher, a parent said that she doesn't want her child to be taught by an obese teacher, a fat teacher. She called her fat. I call them thick. Yeah. Anyway, you like what you like, but that's whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, so what do you think about this idiot? Well, I'm telling you guys what I think about it already, and that's not fair. The reasons that she gave, though, were that she wants her daughter to have a good role model, and that in this country, obesity is a huge problem. We pretend like it's not. It causes health problems down the road, and she wants her child to live a healthy lifestyle. And if she sees teachers that are obese, she worries that she will get out of hand and start eating. And so she literally went to the principal, asked for the kid to be removed from the class and placed in another teacher's classroom who's someone that's more fit, should we say. So the question I want you guys to answer on Facebook or call in is Is there any validity to this at all? I know that it sounds terrible, but does the parent have the right to choose whoever the teacher is? And is a teacher responsible for being a role model? And is body image important enough to have that as a consideration while you're teaching? So that's the first story. I didn't know how you guys would feel about it. I know how I feel about it, but we'll save that to the end. I'm going to also get our guests to weigh in on how they would feel about it, and Ivan as well a little bit later in the show. Second story, listen, Usher. Usher fired back at two women and a man who claimed that he exposed them to genital herpes, and he says it's all BS. Usher say he don't know these people. He ain't been around these people. He ain't give nobody herpes, although he has the herpes. That's not the point. The point is that he said he didn't give it to them. So now, we don't know if Usher, I wasn't in the room, neither were you. Here's my question for you guys. Do you feel like he should be responsible for this one girl who's tested that she didn't have herpes? She's already said she's been tested, she didn't. Is there pain and emotional stress that she went under? Should she be compensated for, I guess, the 3 days that she had to worry about whether or not she contracted herpes from Usher? And the second part of that is, do you believe that Usher had a sexual encounter with this young lady? Now, some people, of course, as you know, are saying there's no way because of her size. Again, it depends on what you like. She could be a perfect size for some, too big for others, and maybe too small for others. So let me know what you think about Usher in that whole situation. I want to also say that we are got our fingers and toes crossed. We are praying for all the people in the Florida Keys, in Texas. I mean, this weather is crazy, and I'm just hoping that everyone can, have as little casualties as possible. So I've got friends in Texas for the football team that are there for the women's professional tackle football teams, and I'm pulling for them, been keeping tabs on them on social media, and so far, so good. Everybody's doing okay. In Florida as well. So all the people there, we are pulling for you here in DC. And if you've got family and friends, reach out to them. Also, whatever you can do to support them and make sure that they have what they need. So that's all the news I have. We've got such a packed show. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time on that. What I would like to do is we're going to go to commercial break. We're going to come right back. I'm going to get Sadiq Ali on the phone, and then we're going to talk about Millionaire Manners and his books. He's a best-selling author on Amazon, so he's got a lot to say, and I want to give him as much time as possible. We'll be right back, 3-6 Nation, with our community spotlight right after this.
Come on, hustle, 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 hustle. Get your head in the game. Come on.
Are you setting the right example for your kids?
Are you even trying? The ball's down there. What are you doing? You need to get some confidence.
Come on, hustle up, get up there.
Reviewing last year, ad revenue has declined 15%.
Come on, get your head on straight.
Before your child's next game, ask yourself, how would you like it if they copied your behavior?
There are many ways which we can improve.
That's for sure. You need to get some confidence.
Positive Coaching Alliance has valuable tips and tools to help our kids perform their best while keeping sports enjoyable for everyone. Their development zone is a great resource for parents like us. Positive Coaching Alliance, creating better athletes, better people. Learn more at positivecoach.org/Fox Sports.
It's about respect. Respect for our teammates, respect for our fans, and respect for our game.
It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. On this team, we're a family.
Racist, sexist, and homophobic language have no place on our team.
We pledge to make our locker room a safe place for everyone.
No matter your race, religion, or whether you are straight or gay, if you can play, you can play.
It's Sean Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. the Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com.
Come on, hustle. Get your head in the game. Come on.
Are you setting the right example for your kids?
Are you even trying? The ball's down there. What are you doing? You need to get some confidence.
Come on, hustle up. Get up there.
Sometimes being a leader means standing alone, because sometimes leadership is a lonely position, doing the right thing and making the right call. Sometimes that's a really, really tough thing to do. Sometimes it doesn't feel good, but that's why I told y'all a second ago, find somebody else in this room that you can rock with, that you can stand with. So when stuff gets tough, you can pick up the phone and like, man, I'm struggling with my leadership a little bit. That's also called vulnerability. See, leaders are also vulnerable. They don't have a problem telling their brother that they're struggling. Because guess what? If you're struggling with it, 9 out of 10 times, somebody else is struggling with it too. But again, too many times, we keep that stuff all bottled up. We keep that stuff all on the inside. And again, as a result, we look up. And again, we catching L's. We catching L's and there's no reason for it.
All right, that's powerful stuff. I am joined now on the phone with Sadiq Ali. He is a founder and CEO of Millionaire Manners Academy, which is a youth and family-oriented training organization based in the DMV. He's a highly sought-after professional speaker, Amazon best-selling author of 3 books and counting. I know he's right. I feel like Sadiq's writing a book every weekend. And his latest book is I Am the Greatest. Sadiq, are you on the phone? I can't hear you. Hold on, Sadiq. Let's try this again. Are you there?
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
There we go. How are you, sir?
I'm well. If I was doing any better, it would be illegal. You have to lock me up.
I'm telling you, I know. I follow you on your social media channels, and every time I look on this website, something else is popping off for you. So first off, let me say congratulations on all your success. I
appreciate it.
And a thank you. And thank you for all the stuff that you do in the community. And that's really what I want to do in our community spotlight session every single week. We want to kind of highlight what's going on in our community. Sean and I talk about it all the time, about how it's so easy to turn on the TV and see all the bad things that our young people are doing and all the bad things that are happening in our community, that we wanted to always dedicate each and every week an opportunity for people like yourself, for small businesses, nonprofits, to share the actual good news. So thanks for taking time out of your extremely busy schedule. And let's jump right into it. Tell me about Millionaire Manners Academy.
Sure enough. And first and foremost, before we even get into it, I want to reciprocate those thanks and send a shout out to you and your team as well, because again, without us being able to control our own narratives and have platforms through which we can spread our good news and all the positive things that are going on, like you mentioned, then we're all in trouble. So kudos to you guys for being able to build this platform. And again, congrats on all your work as well.
Thank you, brother.
You follow me, I'll follow you right back.
I appreciate you.
Much love. So Millionaire Manners Academy is a training and leadership development organization that really focuses on all aspects of youth development, especially for our young men of color. And that includes parent and family engagement. That includes high quality, highly engaging programming for our young people, as well as professional development and staff training for our youth workers and educators, because of course, as we well know, school is just getting started. And for many of our educators, their cups need to remain full enough so that they're able to pass on what they need to pass on to our young people. So it's a critically important job that I don't think gets enough attention and enough spotlight. That's maybe what we should do the next spotlight on. Get a couple of full-time educators on here, huh?
Oh, yeah. I want to do that. I actually want to start, and you could probably help me launch this. I want to do something for the teachers. I was waiting for school to stop, go back in session. You know that I'm a longtime educator before I quit to try to do this thing here and a multitude of other things. But one of the things I want to do is a teacher lip sync battle. karaoke like contests where the teachers actually win money that I know that they're just going to turn right back around and spend in the classroom. So we'll talk about something that we can do together collaboratively and make sure that the teachers are having some fun for all the hard work that they do. Sadiq, what's your background, man? You were in corporate America and you said the heck with the big check and kicked it to the curb, and now you're doing this. So tell us a little bit about how you got where you started and how you ended up where you are now.
Sure. I appreciate it. So, my background is in retail and sort of corporate management, et cetera. I was working for Target for many, many years. Not many, just one many. So I was working for Target after I graduated from Morgan, and was fortunate enough to sort of move through the ranks there at Target and ended up as a store manager in one of the more challenging stores in the DMV. I actually was the first store manager of the very first store in Baltimore City. So that came with some pretty unique challenges, but through my role there, or in addition to my role, I was also in charge of campus recruiting and community outreach and event planning, et cetera. So had a lot of fun while I was there at Target. But it was there at Target where the idea for Millionaire Manners was really first born, and that was, as we all, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I'm sick, Sadiq, so that was me coughing.
Okay, awesome.
I'm trying that, but go
just making sure. Make sure I ain't lose you.
Yeah. You're probably glad you're not here today because I'd be coughing all over you. So go ahead.
No, all good. So it was really, through my time there at Target where, again, we all know that retail is usually the entry point for many young people into the workforce. That's their first taste of, the quote unquote real world. So I had a really unique vantage point to be able to work with a lot of young people as they were just getting their feet wet. And what I observed in my role as an STL, a store team leader, was that many of our young people were just woefully unprepared. And truly, that the level of preparedness sort of ran the gamut from super professional and prepped and ready to go, all the way down to I'm wearing shorts and a wrinkled tee to my interview because I really don't take it that seriously, and no one really told me that I should. So we just saw all of those different examples across the spectrum. So I said to myself one day after a particularly, I would say, challenging but very enlightening interview I had with a young person, where I really decided on that day, let me take my time because the person wasn't, the young person really wasn't answering the questions too well. But I said, let me probe, let me ask some follow-up questions, and lo and behold, this young person was a dynamic individual, but just hadn't prepped for how to interview or how to dress for an interview with some of those intangibles that many of us take for granted, but a lot of our young people don't really get the exposure to.
And probably Sadiq didn't have anybody to model that for them.
Precisely. So long story short, I said to myself, hey, either I can add into the chorus of complaining and everybody pointing fingers, or I can do something about it. And that's really when I had the idea to start Millionaire Manners, which, or really write the book Millionaire Manners first, even before launching the organization as a guide for particularly our young men, as they enter in the workforce and just get a whiff of some of these unspoken rules, because there are plenty. And fast forward a couple of years later, here we are.
Wow. I mean, and how many books have you written now?
So I guess it's 5 at this point. Well, 4, and I just co-wrote. And actually a business consulting book that we're getting ready to drop too, because one of the hats that I wear is as both small business consultant as well as management consultant to a couple of different organizations, youth center organizations. But I always get questions on small business. Just as I always get questions around, hey, Sadiq, how do you write a book and some of those pieces. So my buddy and I, we formed a consulting firm to help with small businesses. And our first book that we've co-written together is actually called 23 Simple Oversights That Could Cause Armageddon in Your Business.
Wow.
And we'll be releasing that, in the next week or so. So stay tuned. Anyone who's interested in getting on that mailing list, just head over to one of my websites and shoot me an email.
Yeah, give me a copy of that. I want a signed copy, though. Okay, you got to hook me up.
Oh, yeah, without question.
So listen,
I also released my first children's book last summer.
I saw
Get that crust off your face. Yep. My first book was Millionaire Manners, and then we have both the student workbook and facilitator guide to accompany that book for use in classroom settings, after school programs, all that good stuff.
Talk to me about the children's book. Give the name of it again, the premise behind it, what made you do it. I saw it. It's super cute. I definitely want to read it, and I was so excited because it's, rare do we get in our communities books that are for us, look like us through the pages. So talk to me, tell people about the book.
Sure. So, Boy, Get That Crust Off Your Face is a children's book, and it tells the story of young Sayer as he sort of learns the value through friendships, but and some of the experiences that he goes through, sort of learns the value of personal hygiene and taking care of himself. This is that title sort of comes from literally like a common refrain, especially. I can't speak for any other household except my household. Growing up in a black household with a black mother, it's like, boy, get that crust off your face, get that junk off your face, was said often. So,
yes.
Really, that book is dedicated to especially our younger age young men who are just learning some of these habits that really they'll carry forward throughout the rest of their days. So Millionaire Manners, my first book, is really for middle school and high school age young men. So I wanted to make sure I had at least something to offer for our younger age young men. And that's how it sort of came about.
Wow. Okay. I know you're a busy guy. Just a couple more questions. Now, how do students or young people get involved in your organization? Like, how is it funded? Are you working with, do they have to come through their church? Is it a referral? Are you in schools? So if there's a parent out there and they're like, man, I want my kid involved in some of the workshops, and especially a young person, how do they register or whatever? Talk about that.
Great question. So as an organization, generally speaking, we contract services to all manner of organizations, which includes schools. We've had programming in juvenile detention centers, actually in churches. Really, you name it, we've had programming there, especially because we have a curriculum that can really be utilized in a variety of settings. But along with that, we also do host our own programming. So 2 summers ago, we created a conference series called Young Gentlemen's Institute, which was sort of an opportunity for us to work directly with the people who's either their school or their organization didn't really get a chance to work with us yet. We would create this opportunity for parents to be able to send their young people, their young men to us. So we did like 5 conferences that summer. And looks like we're not going to be able to restart that again until maybe this coming, summer of 18.
Okay.
Just the years have just gone by so quickly, and there's a ton of other projects that are on the plate right now. But we're also looking at doing some other mini events in the coming year as well. So for parents to be able to register directly with us, but. Please, to everybody listening, make sure you follow along on all our social media. I know you were going to get to that, but this is a good opportunity for a shameless plug.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
Make sure you guys follow along at Millionaire Manners, pretty much everywhere, or our website is millionaire-manners.com, or my other handle is at the Sadiq Ali Show, pretty much across everything.
All right. Well, that's how you find them, people. And your book is on Amazon? All of them are
on Amazon. You can get it directly from our website at millionaire-manners.com/shop. We got some posters on there. We got some books, especially for our work on professional development. There's a couple of infographics on there as well that are downloadable. So for folks that are working with young men, some of our signature trainings are cultural proficiency versus cultural competency, really understanding the difference, working with young men of color. Also just created a brand new workshop for men that's inspired by Jay-Z's 444 project.
Okay.
And it's all about healthy emotional communication and expression for men, because too many times we're taught to just suck it up and man up and all these, really, really just toxic expressions that end up becoming a part of the male lexicon that are truly damaging, especially to our young men as they matriculate. So,
absolutely.
Ton of good stuff going on.
Sweet. Well, we'll have to have you in the building soon to explore, more of this stuff in depth. I thank you for taking some time out. And anything that you want to drop, anything big that's coming up, or is that still, you and I have a mutual friend. I heard a rumor that something big might be happening real soon. Is it time to talk about that yet or no?
Not on that particular one, but it's always, we always got plenty of other good news.
Okay.
So, one of the other big deals for folks that have, ever thought about writing a book or who are interested in writing a book, I'll be dropping my online So You Want to Write a Book online course on Saturday, September the 23rd. So, again, make sure you guys are following along on our email list. You can go to the website, subscribe to that, so that way you get the heads up, because we'll probably for that first week do a couple of coupon codes just to get people excited, and the price won't stay low long.
All right. Well, listen, I already know that you're going to continue to keep doing good things, and I'm going to be able to say, man, that's my man. I knew him when you got that big time. Don't forget me now. Don't forget me over here in Listen Vision Live Studios.
Listen, you part of the tribe.
All right.
Doing excellent work. I'm excited to know you.
I like that. Okay, brother, I'm going to let you go. How's the family? Doing good?
Doing well, beautifully.
You guys' pictures, y'all look like every time you post a picture, it looks like it's straight out of like Ebony magazine. Like y'all should be on the cover of Jet.
Oh no,
it's just like
you're too kind. You're too kind.
That's just
only
beauty.
Because we just got finished arguing and fighting and screaming and stuff. So, that picture took a lot to get. Don't forget that.
All right, Sadiq, I'll talk to you soon, brother. Take care.
You guys stay well. Peace and blessings.
All righty, bye. All right, Sadiq Ali. Man, he's got a lot going on, and that was I'm happy that he was able to share some of that with us. We're going to share on our website 36nation.com on Monday where you can a link to where you can get more information about him, and we'll also do that on our social media pages. We're going to come back. We'll take a little break, and we're going to come back with Phil, and Phil is the only black guy in North Dakota. We'll be right back. This is 36 Nation Radio.
Come on, hustle. Get your head in the game. Come on.
Are you setting the right example for your kids?
Are you even trying? The ball's down there. What are you doing? You need to get some confidence.
Come on, hustle up, get up there.
Reviewing last year, ad revenue has declined 15%.
Come on, get your head on straight.
Before your child's next game, ask yourself, how would you like it if they copied your behavior?
There are many ways which we can improve.
That's for sure. You need to get some confidence.
Positive Coaching Alliance has valuable tips and tools to help our kids perform their best while keeping sports enjoyable for everyone. Their development zone is a great resource for parents like us. Positive Coaching Alliance, creating better athletes, better people. Learn more at positivecoach.org/Fox Sports.
All right, it is time for Phil Maxwell, the only black guy in North Dakota. We haven't talked to Phil in a while, Jacob, so I don't know how he's doing. Let's see if we can get Phil on the phone. Okay, Phil, are you there?
Oh, yeah. Phil's in the building, baby.
Are you drunk?
What? No.
Oh,
nah, man.
God.
Hey, listen, you can't control... You can't control me. All right, so look.
Jeez almighty. Phil.
All right, shh. All right, it's the Phil show. All right, it's the Phil show.
It's actually not.
All right. There's two things about this place. One, there's nothing to do here. Yeah. And two, the only thing to do here is to drink, baby.
Phil.
You know what's funny?
What's funny, Phil?
Funny? I heard a joke about this place from locals, right? Like, because it's so flat out here. They said, yo, it's so flat out here, like you can watch your dog run away for 2 weeks.
That was funny, Phil. But listen, let's be serious. How's welding school going?
You know what? Like, shout out to you trying to keep it on track, but yo, also shout out to being in your 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like being in your 30s, man.
I'm in my 40s.
Ain't nothing to do. Like all your friends got kids. Mm-hmm. And you just get drunk by yourself. Mm-hmm. And you try to eat a salad so you can sober up.
A salad. Okay. Yeah.
30s.
You know what? You don't sound like you're 30. You actually sound like a 15-year-old boy who just discovered beer in his dad's porn collection for the first time. I mean, like, get yourself together. This is supposed to be like a special report with you answering questions about educating people about North Dakota and being a minority there and all that kind of stuff. So please, just like, let's take this a little serious. Have you seen any evidence of racial tensions, and like, are they increased there since Charlottesville? Anybody talking about the Confederate statue controversy? That's what I want to talk about, Phil.
Well, damn. What a sobering question. Too bad I'm lit, fam. I ain't answering that. You know why? Because this is my story.
Oh, boy.
And you know what? I heard some wise words once.
What?
Anybody can write a story. Hold on.
Wow. It's literally drinking.
Anybody can write a story. You know, you can fill a room full of typewriters with monkeys, and you can lock the monkeys in the room full of typewriters with paper. And a week later, you know what you get?
What, Phil?
You get a room full of dead monkeys. Exactly. That's a hell of a story, isn't it? Oh, man. Hey, but look, man. I'm actually trying to not nod off mid-sentence.
It's okay.
But I'm not doing too good.
It's okay, Phil.
I think it's nap time. I think it's time for Phil go night-night.
Okay, Phil.
Phil go night-night.
Okay, Phil. Phil, let's do this again in a month.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Jacob, you can hang up the
I
phone.
feel
Bye, Phil.
fine.
Phil, bye.
Dang-a-dang-a-dang.
Not the dang-a-dang-a-dang. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. Bye. Jacob, hang up. Hang up.
North Dakota
Wow.
remix.
Unbelievable. Sorry about that, everybody. I guess Phil was drunk. Guess there really isn't anything else to do in North Dakota. So, yeah, we'll probably revisit Phil in about a month or two. I got to get myself together. Apparently, I'm supposed to be boxing next. So, yeah, we're going to go to commercial while I get myself together from Phil Maxwell. We will be back with Shaka Williams in the building, and I'm going to put some boxing gloves on and see what happens. It's 3-6 Nation Radio. We'll be right back.
Come on, hustle. Get your head in the game. Come on.
Are you setting the right example for your kids?
Are you even trying? The ball's down there. What are you doing? You need to get some confidence.
Come on, hustle up, get up there.
Reviewing last year, ad revenue has declined 15%.
Come on, get your head on straight.
Before your child's next game, ask yourself, how would you like it if they copied your behavior?
There are many ways which we can improve.
That's for sure. You need to get some confidence.
Positive Coaching Alliance has valuable tips and tools to help our kids perform their best while keeping sports enjoyable for everyone. Their development zone is a great resource for parents like us. Positive Coaching Alliance, creating better athletes, better people. Learn more at positivecoach.org/Fox Sports.
It's about respect. Respect for our teammates, respect for our fans, and respect for our game.
It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. On this team, we're a family.
Racist, sexist, and homophobic language have no place on our team.
We pledge to make our locker room a safe place for everyone.
No matter your race, religion, or whether you are straight or gay, if you can play, you can play.
It's Sean Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com.
Come on, hustle. Get your head in the game. Come on.
Are you setting the right example for your kids?
Are you even trying? The ball's down there. What are you doing? You need to get some confidence.
Come on, hustle up, get up there.
Reviewing last year, ad revenue has declined 15%.
Come on, get your head on straight.
Before your child's next game, ask yourself, how would you like it if they copied your behavior?
All right, 36 Nation Radio is back in the building. Okay. You haven't seen me like this. I am joined right here with boxing superstar Shaka Williams. Shaka's going to give me a little bit of, I guess, a little tutorial here about what to do with these things. And then we're going to have an opportunity to see what you're really supposed to do with them and talk to this young man who's been winning fights here and been boxing since he was 10 years old. So, but before we get into you, I'm going to show people how you're really supposed to do it. I got these laced up. Now what?
All right, so now you're going to put your left foot face me.
Okay.
All right, turn just a little bit.
Uh-huh. I hope you're ready
hands
now.
Up, hands
okay.
Up. To your temple.
Uh-huh.
All right, elbows in.
Elbows in.
Jab.
Ah!
Good. Try
okay.
it again. Jab.
Ah!
Good. Right hand.
Ah!
Squat. Look out for the punch.
Oh,
okay. Right hand. Right hand.
Oh, right. Okay, hold on.
Right hand.
Right.
Boom. Try it again. Right hand. Boom. Turn that foot.
Turn what foot?
Turn the back foot.
This way?
Yeah. Snap
when I punch?
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Just like you put out a little verse. Okay. Right here.
Ah.
Got a little power to it. Okay.
Ah.
Young Mike Tyson.
Oh, shucks.
Y'all. Try it again.
Y'all. Okay.
Try it again.
Whoa.
Don't fall. Don't fall now.
Here we go.
Right. Boom.
Y'all ain't ready?
Boom. Try it again. Now 1, 2.
Okay.
Bam. Bam. Try it again. Now put it together. Bam. Bam. Good. Now squat afterwards.
Okay.
Bam. Bam. Woo. Come back right hand.
That's about it. Now look at here. Ciao. We're gonna do a couple uppercuts.
Couple uppercuts?
Yeah.
Want to do a little Sugar Ray, little shoe shine?
I don't know what that means, but
uppercut right here. Try it again. Uppercut right here.
Okay.
Up, left, right here. Boom. Try it again. Do it again. Boom. Hand up. Right there. Boom. 2 up right there. Boom.
Oh, okay. I was gonna go back.
Okay.
Come on, coach. Tell me what to do.
Do it again.
That's about it right there. Thank you so much. Now, what we're gonna do now, while I get me something to drink, because this boxing is keep you in shape.
Yeah, it does.
Whew.
I do it like twice a day.
Okay, thank you so very much. We're gonna go to just a very quick commercial, and then Ivan's gonna help me out here. What's gonna happen next is. Ivan said, "What? This is not his rant part. He's actually gonna hold the mitts." So that Shaka can show us how to do the exact opposite of what I just did. 36 Nation Radio, we'll be right back in a second.
It's about respect. Respect for our teammates, respect for our fans, and respect for our game.
It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. On this team, we're a family.
Racist, sexist, and homophobic language have no place on our team.
We pledge to make our locker room a safe place for everyone.
No matter your race, religion, or whether you are straight or gay, if you can play, you can play.
It's Sean Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at CC.
This is 36 Nation Radio. Is this mic on, Jacob? I don't know. I can't. Okay. I don't even know what is going on right here today, but this is what's going to happen. It's some real boxing, okay? So Shaka is going to attempt to help Ivan hold the mitts correctly.
I'm terrified right now.
I know. Like, I just don't get knocked down in here. This is Jeremy, all this stuff in here. Jeremy loves this stuff. Don't mess up the Hip Hop Museum in this mug, okay? All right. So, go ahead, Shaka. Show us a little bit of how you're really supposed to punch.
All right. So, let's try with your jab. Good. Try it again. Break. Good. Try it again. And again. 2 times.
That look like it stings a little bit. Ivan, you okay?
1, 2.
Oh, shucks.
Try again.
I ain't mad at you. All right, I think and ding, 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 ding. But somebody get hurt up in here. Okay, Mr. Williams, join us over here. We're gonna interview. Okay, Ivan, show. What the heck is Ivan doing? Dale, Ivan's ready, right? There you go. Ding, ding, ding. Join me over here. Let's sit down and talk about boxing, how long you've been doing it, etc. Hold on 1 second here. I got a chair for you. By Ken. It's my mannequin. My man Ken. Let's throw that on the ground here. We got all types of confusion today. All right, Jacob, am I switching back to my regular microphone or? All right. His mic is on. About to turn this off or you just turn it off? All right. Whew. That was a workout. For me, not for you. It looked like you were just a day in the park. I mean, it wasn't anything for you. So you are ranked 7th in the nation.
Yes, ma'am.
You got to talk right into that thing.
Slide up a little bit down.
7th in the nation. That is incredible. So what's your total fight? What's your record? Loss, wins?
Right now, I only have like 25 fights.
Okay.
Like 14-9. I just lost in the finals in the Golden Gloves back in April. So right now we're getting ready for Eastern qualifiers.
Okay.
Which is October I think it's the 15th through the 21st.
Okay.
It's gonna be in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh wow! So you traveled to fight and everything.
I travel a lot. I think last year I traveled 5 times. Something along that line.
Now how'd you start boxing?
So I was 10 years old. I was fat. I was stocky. And I had weight problems. I had low self-esteem, and I used to get like picked on a lot by girls and boys in the classroom. I was always the biggest, and so we went to me and my dad had a doctor's appointment. The doctor came in and was like, "Yo, you're obese," and my dad was like, "All right, we're gonna take care of it." So he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get you in Muay Thai. We're gonna get you kicking." And I saw a Bruce Lee movie, and I saw him kick somebody like real savage like, and I was like, "Yo, Dad." Time out.
You're not with that?
Not with that. No. Oh, no. Right. I wasn't ready. Yeah, I wasn't. So I played this game called Fight Night, and I used to watch Muhammad Ali, box a lot. And I was like, "Dad, I really want to box. Take me boxing." He was like, "I got just a spot to go for." And he thought the gym was still called Finley's Boxing Gym, which was originally on 10th and Maryland Avenue. And it's actually called Noma's Boxing. And that's how I met my coach, Robert Simon III. And we just been at it ever since.
All right. So, how often do you train? Is it grueling, intense?
Grueling, intense, 5 to 6 days a week.
Whoa.
Usually I train between 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. I might finish up by lunch around 1 or 2.
Okay.
And then I come back at it about 4 or 5 o'clock, and I'm not done until 9.
Now, what about your diet? Are you constantly watching what you're eating? Or?
I only do it in camp, but now I transition my life to where it's kind of trying to get it on a full-time schedule. I'm still a fat boy at heart, so I'm always on the grill. The summertime,
aren't we all, honey?
Yeah. So summertime, I spent a lot of time
hungry
at the grill.
right now. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah. So I spend a lot of time on the grill, but my diet consists of no beef. I do a high protein diet. I met this guy at the gym, Dan Bernowski. Shout out to Dan Bernowski.
Hey, Dan.
And Dan got me on this high protein diet. I do a lot of fish, a lot of chicken, a lot of brown rice, a lot of vegetables. I do 5 small meals a day.
Okay.
I open my diet up with about 3 hard-boiled eggs, no yolk. And I do a cup of oatmeal, no flavored oatmeal, no maple sugar, no strawberry and cream, none of that. Straight rolled oats. And then I go for a protein shake, and then I go train, and then I come back for lunch. Lunch can be anywhere from fish and chicken to any protein. Turkey, pork is actually considered protein, but that don't mean eat a fried pork chop.
Right, I know. Breaded pork chop right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
No fried pork chop.
Ooh, I like that. You sound really committed and dedicated. Like I just said, I thought you were gonna say, "Yeah, I watch what I eat." I mean, you just gave the menu down like that. So this is a way of life for you. Are you boxing full time? Are you working? I mean, this is it.
So my job is actually at the gym.
Okay.
So I got it set up to where I train kids at the gym. We work at the gym. So we have Noma's Boxing, the community center, and then we have Noma's Youth Network, which is a 501c nonprofit where we help adjudicated teens and youth in general while using boxing as the catalyst to change.
Okay.
So basically we mentor kids. They come in from all over Washington, D.C., and we just show them that, boxing is another way of, out, the struggle and out whatever you're going through. I use it as therapy when I was going through what I was going through as a kid and as a teenager. And it helped me out a lot, with along ropes with a lot of people.
Right.
But, boxing definitely played a major, part of my life.
So what's next for you in boxing?
Right now we're just amateur. I have a lot of friends that's turning pro. A lot of people that
Olympics,
I know. I like the Olympics. It's a.
He said, "I like the Olympics."
I like the Olympics, but now they got it. Whereas 2016 was the first time, I want to say maybe 30 years, where they had it with no headgear.
Okay.
And so my thing was, if I'm gonna take off my headgear, I might as well get paid for it.
That makes sense.
And so we were on the fence, but we just keeping our heads high.
Okay.
We're not saying no to anything. We're very optimistic, and the future is always bright. I'm young and I'm ready to go. So.
Well, I am impressed by you, young man. You are doing fabulous things. I thought that, I'm an athlete myself, played basketball in college, and then I played for the DC Divas women's pro tackle football team. And, sometimes people think that we don't know how to string a couple words together just because, we're athletes. So it has been a pleasure to sit here, and you've handled yourself certainly more than appropriately, and I appreciate that. And you're a young guy. You graduated high school in 2015?
Yeah, somewhere along that line.
Yeah, so you're a baby. Jeez almighty. I'm old enough. I actually could be your mother. So when's your next fight? How can people follow you? I want to come.
All right, so my next fight, probably, like I said, will be Eastern qualifiers, Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh, I can't come to Tennessee. When you fight here?
But you can catch you can catch the tournament online. You can check out at usaboxing.com. They'll have all the information for you. If you want to, probably no time soon in the area. We're keeping our eyes open. You can follow me though, Instagram, Twitter, at X_Amir, AMIR Corleone, like the Godfather, CORLEONE. And yeah, man, you just follow me, man. I'm on the road. Just follow my path, follow my journey. You might see some food, you might see some boxing, you might see some politics. But you're gonna see everything, man. You're gonna love it.
Any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Shout out to my coach, Robert Simon III. Shout out to Noma's Boxing. Like I said, shout out to my strength and conditioning. Dan Bernowski, he's my food. That's the dude he does all my food. He does everything for me pretty much. Shout out to my moms. I love you, Mom.
Gotta get moms in.
Big ups to Pops. He in heaven right now, but he's looking down at me, and I know he's proud of me.
Absolutely.
And that's about it, man. Shout out to Richard Wright. How about that?
All right, how about that?
So,
we appreciate Richard Wright. We'll get some interns from there. I need some free work around here. Anyway, all right, so shout out to Richard Wright as well. All right, well, thank you, Shaka, so much for coming in. When we come back, 36 Nation Radio, it's time for Ivan Inspired. He's gonna get this rant, get it going, get it popping. We'll be right back.
I am tired of people who claim to be American who are actually anti-American. I'm going to say it exactly how I feel. If you would let 26 million people suffer and die without access to a doctor in order to, as Senator Lankford from Oklahoma has said, win a philosophical battle, you are anti-American. If you would expel hundreds of thousands of men and women who have spent their entire lives in this country because their parents committed a crime, you are anti-American. If your goal is to institute a religious government that supersedes the United States Constitution, you are anti-American. If you believe that it is okay for armed patrols to walk the streets of our country and to tackle a random person and hold a gun to his head and threaten to execute him for no reason, or that it's all right for them to arrest a nurse who would stand up and say, I think you're violating the law, you are anti-American. if you are okay with the police walking around wearing white supremacist paraphernalia and bragging about how they're calling black people scum, that is anti-American. If all you do to fix the nation are things that are going to help you and your friends, and in the process hurt millions of other people, you are anti-American. I'm tired of it. If you are too busy to vote and attend city hall events and be a part of your PTA and to volunteer, but then you turn around and you complain about your leaders and the policies they're enacting and the failing school system and how your community is falling apart, maybe you're too busy. Maybe. But you have the rights of an American, but you are not living up to those values. What kind of American are you? I know 800,000 dreamers who can show you how it's done.
It's about respect. Respect for our teammates, respect for our fans, and respect for our game.
It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. On this team, we're a family.
Racist, sexist, and homophobic language have no place on our team.
We pledge to make our locker room a safe place for everyone.
No matter your race, religion, or whether you are straight or gay, if you can play, you can play.
It's Sean Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized.
All right. Woo. What a show it's been. I got 12 things you can do this weekend in Washington, D.C. I'm not going to tell you all 12 because some of them suck. But there are 12 things that you can do. But really, one of the good things is, let's see, there's called The Skeleton Crew. It's a playwright, and Detroit native Dominique Moisier wrote this heartfelt play that takes on issues in her own hometown. 3 co-workers at a Detroit auto stamping plant, one pregnant, one planning for the future, and one a longtime employee worry about losing their jobs, debt owed, and then one of them becomes a manager. I've heard about this play. It's really good. It's at Studio Theater. The production runs through October 8th, but they start this weekend. Tickets are a nominal fee, starts at 8 p.m. Ken, are you going? Hello? He ain't saying nothing all day. I mean, you're not getting paid. I can tell you that right now. You don't participate, you don't get a check. That is for sure. I'm not playing. Okay, whatever. Trevor Noah is in town. He's the host of The Daily Show. And, you know, Trevor has become a household name, South African comedian. He's going to kick off the Kennedy Center comedy season. So he'll be at the Kennedy Center this weekend. Shows at 7 p.m. and 9:30. And that's at the Kennedy Center of Performing Arts. And you guys know where that is. And then there's a triathlon for those of you that like to run and swim and bike or whatever. It's too much for me. You saw me with 2 minutes of boxing. I had to sit down. But the Nation's Triathlon is happening. You have to register first. You cannot just go show up, but you can also cheer on athletes as well. Race starts at 7 a.m. and you just do nationstriathlon.com to find out more information about that. Ren Fair is still in town, the Renaissance Festival. And the one that I probably will be going to is Adams Morgan Day. It's the longest running neighborhood festival in the district, and I'm telling you, want to see people turned up and then fall all the way down, roll down the hill and be a fool. Get yourself a chair and a drink and just sit on the sidewalk. You don't even have to go in any of the bars. Just sit on the sidewalk and watch the fools come to life. So celebrate one of DC's liveliest, most diverse neighborhoods with this day-long extravaganza. It is 12 to 6 p.m. and guess what? It's free. All you gotta do is just go and watch the fools. That's all you have to do. Now I'm gonna get and don't forget Washington Redskins. The most important. You gonna Okay, you ain't even got to say nothing about the Washington Redskins. You repping, though. I appreciate you, Ken. Anyway, the Redskins take on the Eagles. My team, the Washington Redskins, Super Bowl bound this year. That's what we're doing. HTTR, you better know it. You better feel it. Yes, it's happening this year. I don't want to hear anything. I don't. If you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, log off right now. I don't care if you're viewing or not. Bye. Just get off. The hell with you. Okay. So we kick off is at 1 p.m. at FedEx Field. Go over there, tailgate. I'm going to be over there. And yeah, that's what you can do this weekend. You can also go to Washington.org calendar of events to find out the other ones that I say suck. We're going to talk to Ivan when we come right back. We don't have time to talk to Ivan. Jacob said, no, Ivan, we can't talk to you about if the teacher should be fat or not. So this is 36 Nation Radio. It's been a blast. I'm tired. Thank you for watching, tuning in. I got through this. I'm sick as a dog, but I think we had a pretty good show. So I'm going to wipe off this microphone here so that Anthony doesn't catch whatever it is I have, because I know Anthony don't want to catch anything I got. Tune in for Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. Thank you, Jacob. Listen Vision Live Studios and my people in the Philippines. This is 36 Nation Radio. I'm Monica. We are out.